Hey guys, welcome to Shay's Tube, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. Well, actually, it's not. It's Wednesday out here on the West Coast. I don't know what I was thinking about, guys. It is February the 19th, 2025, 10:30 p.m. I was thinking it was later because I'm usually in here at nighttime, like at 12:30 a.m. or 1. I don't know why I was thinking it was later. It's only 10:30. It's still early out here. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tonight, guys, we're going to talk about asaprocky being found not guilty. That is great. That's a blessing. Congratulations to him and Rihanna. We also, we're going to talk about Diddy. His lawyers wants the case dismissed. All right. And then there was another plane crash, you guys. All right. So go get you something to drink and relax in bed or whatever. If you are at work, continue to do your job. If you're watching this in the daytime, get you a relaxing chair, get you something to eat, chill, and check out Shay's Tube. All right. Thank you guys so much. Let me ask you guys to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. Thank you guys so much. Again, like, subscribe, hit that bell, share, and leave a comment. All right. And thank you guys so much. Welcome to all my new subbies. Thank you so much for joining Shay's family. And thank you to all the people that's been showing me support for the longest. All right. So we're going to jump on into this live because I don't want to be on here too long. Let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and etc. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be my comment area. Part of it is scrolling across that banner right there. Okay. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to show additional support to this channel, you can do a Cash App to $ Shay's Tube or a super sticker or a super chat, or you can do your membership for $4.99. All right. Thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and kick off this live. And first thing first, guys, let's start off with asaprocky being found not guilty. And I want to show y'all some videos first because it's so funny. You know, what he did in the courtroom. I'm sure you guys already know already. He went over there and basically leaped on Rihanna, okay, in the courtroom, okay, and basically I heard them tell him not to do that again or whatever the case is, because you know you can't be doing all that in the courtroom. But I know he was happy. He was really happy about everything, so I can understand, you know, his excitement. But you know, again, when you're in the court, you can't do certain things. But fortunately, he did not get in trouble. They just told him not to do that, and I don't know what his lawyers was telling him, but I'm pretty sure they was telling him the same thing. Okay, so we're gonna start off with asaprocky and Rihanna first. All right. So let me go ahead and find this real quick. And I hope you guys had a beautiful day today too. And I hope your night is going great as well. All right. Okay. So I need to put his up here again. Let me take Wendy Williams off of here and put asaprocky right here. I don't know. I thought I had it up here yesterday. I must have took it off. Probably did. Okay. So I think I spelled Rihanna's name right. Y'all make sure y'all check out my shorts and my Country Rain reaction videos and my Dollar Tree hauls, all right? Make sure y'all check all of that out. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine. What's up? We'll take this off of here. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do this. This is asaprocky and Rihanna. First thing I'm gonna show you guys, I think I spelled her name right, is this video, okay? It's a trip. Wait. And then I want to show you what he said when he left out of the court. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let me turn this music off real quick. Let me mute it, actually, okay? Okay, so we get ready to watch this video real quick. Hold on. Let's see. asaprocky. I think this is it here. Let's see. I don't know for sure if this is it right here, but I will be checking right now to see if this is the correct video. Damn boy with all these damn silver teeth in his mouth. Okay, let's see. I don't know what these people are doing. Let's see. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, let's see his video first, okay? Congratulations to asaprocky and Rihanna. I know he is so happy about this. Wait.
really want to thank the jury for making the right decision, you know, and I'm just so thankful. This is crazy right now. This whole experience has been crazy for the past 4 years, but I'm thankful. Nonetheless, I'm thankful, and we're blessed to be here right now, to be a free man talking to y'all. Thank you. All praise to God. Congratulations. They said, God first. I want to thank the jury for making the right decision, you know.
They sure did.
I'm just so thankful. This is crazy right now. This whole experience has been crazy for the past 4 years, but I'm thankful. Nonetheless, I'm thankful. And we're blessed to be here right now, to be a free man talking to y'all. Thank you. All praise to God. Congratulations.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one now. Let me go to the next one, and then we'll come back. Let me turn this down before we get a copyright on this foolishness. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Okay, so here you go in the courtroom.
Find the defendant, Raheem Makers.
We got to watch that again, okay? We have to.
Count one information. This is February 2025 to receipt number 9. Right. Court costs. We the jury. The above attack. Raheem Makers. Not guilty of federal law. In violation of penal section 45. A felony. Found to the information. This is February 2025. Juror receipt number 94 person. The jury in above attack find the defendant. Raheem Makers. Not guilty of
Oh, why? Okay, we're gonna stop there right now. That was a hot mess, you guys. I mean, hold on, let me stop this. I can understand his excitement. Don't get me wrong, okay, but you can't do that in a court of law. But it was cute. It was cute. I bet you all didn't know what was going on. Oh my God. And other people probably didn't either. It was so funny though. When I first saw it, I was cracking up. I'm not gonna lie. I really was. Let's read a couple of these comments. Oh, I said, I'm so happy about this. That jump and hug was too funny. That's what I said. And then somebody will get up and not even support the man that they once called their lover or their spouse once they get in trouble. Hopefully this internet is not breaking up, guys. Looking at the bars up here. Somebody said they found love in a hopeless place. Boy, these people coming up with these songs. Somebody says lawyer is so emotional. He gave his all to defend ASAP. He really did. I mean, he even went so far as saying that was a prop and all this other stuff. And he didn't want to hurt himself or hurt anybody else. So he used a prop gun. I mean, a prop gun. I'm just so glad that ASAP was correct when he did not accept that plea deal. I kept on asking myself, why would he, accept? Why would he accept the plea deal if he thought he would be, getting incarcerated? So he clearly believed that he didn't do anything, and so he might have had a prop gun. I don't know for sure, but clearly the jury believed him, and I do think Rihanna being there showing her man support with the kids, it played a huge role in that as well. That was a good move right there that they made. Okay, let's see. Somebody said he was facing up to 24 years. He has 2 babies now. God is good. He sure was. But again, I still commend him for not accepting that plea deal, because I just believe I would have and did the little 6 months, even though they found him innocent. That's good. I am so happy to hear about this. So let me go to the actual the article they have written up on him. Okay, regarding his non-guilty verdict and stuff. Let's see. Somebody said a lawyer hugging his money. Somebody said, why was I expecting the judge to say ASAP Rocky instead of his legal name? You know, in a court of law, they're going to say the legal name. But, you know, we're so used to hearing people call him ASAP. So that's why this person probably was expecting the judge to say that. But I'm also used to hearing the Rakim, I think that's his name, Rakim or whatever the case is, because I've been, you know, reading about the case and they have his actual name in it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Somebody said he didn't take the plea deal. He decided to fight the charges and won. Congratulations, Rocky and Rihanna. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to the actual damn thing. Go off this thing. Goodness. I hate the way TikTok takes forever to close out. Okay, so let's go to his actual thing that they have here. Let's see. ASAP. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. I got to find the article. I was just way back here because this happened yesterday. I was so happy when I found that out, though. I mean, it was like I knew him. So here it is right here. Oh, wait a minute. No. This is the other one that I had on him with the fight and stuff. So they definitely, that jury believed him, honey. That's good. All these people in the comment section running their mouths. That's why I say don't say anything because you weren't there. Don't be acting like you were there. You know exactly what happened. You don't know. Maybe he did have a prop GUN. You don't know what was going on in that dude's mind. Okay, so anyway, it says this right here, the article. It says rapper ASAP Rocky. Let me turn this down a little bit. We can go to 8. It says rapper ASAP Rocky was found not guilty on 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm after he was accused of shooting at his one-time friend and bandmate following a heated argument in 2021. So he has had a long 4 years. I know he's glad this shit is over. The 36-year-old rapper, whose real name is Rakim Mayers, embraced supporters in the gallery as well as his attorneys after the verdict was read in the courtroom Tuesday. So obviously y'all heard all those cheers from people who were there in the courtroom. People were happy. They really was. Okay. He said, first of all, we want to thank God. He said that outside the Los Angeles Superior Court in downtown Los Angeles. He said, we really want to thank the jury for making the right decision. And, you know, like on Tuesday, I think I was saying, I hope the jury, you know, make the right decision. I hope they believe him. That's what I was saying, you know, because you don't know if he you just don't know unless you were there. And then when I read some of the other information where it said the police could not find any casings and stuff, then all of a sudden the dude, you know, his ex-friend found him and then he just had scratches on his knuckles and stuff. I'm like, y'all don't stop. Anyway, Rakim Mayers, aka ASAP Rocky, embraces attorney Joe T, I'm gonna call him that, Tocopina, after the verdict was read at the Clara Shortridge Folks Criminal Justice Center in Los Angeles on Tuesday. He also added, we are blessed to be here right now, to be a free man talking to y'all. So the jury cleared ASAP following a 3-week trial during which Los Angeles County prosecutors painted him as an aggressive attacker who shot his childhood friend, rapper Terrell Efron, over a disagreement. Mayers could have faced up to 24 years in prison, but prosecutors only sought 8 years. So if he would have lost, he would have gotten 8 years in prison. Damn. Woo. They said this is not a difficult case. Deputy District Attorney Paul P said in his closing argument Thursday. The question for you to answer in this case boils down to really just one question, and that is, did Mr. Mayers, the man at the table, did he use a real GUN or did he use a fake GUN? Was it a real GUN or was it a fake GUN? Nothing else is in dispute. Now, the defense argued that Efron, who goes by the name ASAP Really, was envious of the hip hop star and had assaulted him twice on the night of the shooting. Attorney Joe T said in his closing arguments that Mayer carried a prop GUN when he did not have security and fired to stop ASAP Really from attacking one of their friends. Rihanna Mayer's partner was seen arriving to court with their 2 children ahead of Thursday's closing arguments, according to video obtained by TMZ. She returned to court on Friday. The rapper pleaded not guilty and decided not to take the stand at his trial, so he decided not to take it. He also turned down a pre-trial plea deal that would have led to 100 days in jail. 180 days in jail, because he just knew he didn't really do anything. He knew he had a prop GUN. He knew that he really wasn't trying to do nothing to that dude, because otherwise, why would he have risked everything and, not accepted the plea deal? You know what I'm saying? He could have got 8 years in prison. That would have been 8 years from his kids. One of his children is, I think, 2.5, and the other one is 18 months. So them kids would have been like 10 and almost 10 when he would have gotten out of prison. So he would have missed a whole bunch of years from his kid's life. So clearly, I believe him. I believe he had the prop GUN, just like he just said he did. I really do. So this is him when he went to court. Okay, this is him going into the courtroom. And I know he was just scared because, man, 8 years of your life, it's a long time. He just him and what's his name? Thought they look like brothers. Okay, he said, I want my right not to testify, he told Superior Court Judge Mark Arnold last week. So he did not want to testify. Following the verdict, his lawyer, Chad Siegel, stood alongside the rapper outside court as a crush of reporters, try to get space near the pit. His lawyer said, we are grateful to the jury. They saw through this mirage of a case. Siegel added that his client turned down a plea for no jail time because he was innocent. Just like I just said, he knew that he did not do anything. And I kept on saying that the other day. There's no way, because that would be stupid. There's no way he would turn down a plea deal of only, I forgot how many days it was, 180 or something like that. There's no way he would have turned that down if he knew that he actually did something. He would have took that plea deal, So he clearly did have a prop GUN. And his friend need his butt kicked. Anyway, fellow defense counsel Joe T, speaking outside the Clara Shortridge Folks Criminal Justice Center, said evidence was lacking in the case. All right. He said there's not enough evidence in this case to say definitely there was a shooting. Okay. Also, his attorney said Rihanna's appearance in court wasn't a publicity stunt, but a symbol of the couple's dedication to each other and their family. Just like I said, why wouldn't his woman be at court if she truly loves him and care about him? You definitely need to go to court and support your significant other. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, especially for that right there, Prosecution started under former LA County District Attorney George Gascon and continued under successor Nathan Hotchman, who said Tuesday's result won't dissuade him from prosecuting celebrities when necessary. He said, while today's verdict is not the outcome we sought, we respect the jury decision in the integrity of our justice system. Our office remains committed to seeking accountability for those who break the law, no matter their status or influence. Fame does not place anyone above the law. Let's add money in there too, okay? So mayors and other members of his ASAP rap collective were walking near a Hollywood hotel when Mayers allegedly pulled a semi-automatic pistol from his waistband, pointed it toward Efron, and said, "I'm going to unalive you," prosecutor said. The two were meeting to settle a dispute. Mayers was accused of firing twice in Efron's direction. He told police that he believed one of the bullets grazed his head. Efron testified that Mayers was aiming down when he fired the first shot. When he shot the first shot, I felt my hand hot, so I grabbed ASAP Eels, used him as a shield. What? He's going around trying to shoot me between Eels, Efron said to the court, referring to another member of the rap collective. I'm just trying not to get hit at this point. So you move one of your friends in front of you to use him as a shield. That's a B move, period, okay? Efron said Mayers was running toward him the second time he shot. He's running and shooting, Efron testified. ASAP 12E, whose real name is Jamal Phillips, testified that Mayers carried a prop GUN because he had been the victim of violent incidents, including home invasions and a stabbing in 2018. He said, I know he had to get a whole new security staff, and I also know he walked around with a prop GUN, like a starter pistol, Phillips said. He accused Efron of being the aggressor, claiming he grabbed and shook Mayers on the night of the shooting. Phillips testified that when Mayer pulled the weapon, Efron allegedly said, "Shoot that fake GUN." So he already knew it was fake. Then Rocky's tour manager, the final witness to testify, also said it was a prop GUN. The crowd outside the court following Tuesday's verdict included some supporters elated by the jury's not guilty determination. His lawyer said, ASAP Rocky lawyer said, he got a lot of fans. That doesn't happen because he's a singer. That happens because of who he is as a person. Hey, Kim B, thank you so much for tuning in. Happy and blessed Thursday to you, hon. Okay, let's see what else we got on ASAP. And that was it. So, you guys just saw what he was so happy in the courtroom. He jumped on his woman, leaped on his woman or whatever. That was funny as hell. But, I wouldn't recommend other people to try that. All right. And when he came outside of the courtroom, he talked to everybody and stuff, all the reporters and, his fans and other people. So I'm glad, that he is not going to be spending 8 years in prison. And hopefully, he tried, hopefully he just go ahead and continue to raise his kids and go ahead and marry Rihanna, and they just take care of their family. And hopefully he can stay out of situations as well. Let's go ahead and read some of these comments. Okay, so Reginald said, money talk. McLovin said, let's see what happened next. Wait for it. You already know. Shaking my head. I guess you mean you already know. Let's see. Fred said the system wants him to go in as many of them as possible. Look at it from that angle. Okay. So Mrs. Fight Like a Boss said, yes. So happy for him and Rihanna. Go raise your sons. Take care of your family and stay out the way. And stay out of bullshit. Okay? Stay out of bullshit. When you start getting, a certain age, you got kids, you got to let all that bull crap go. Now to his for his sake, when all of this happened, I don't believe he had any kids. Okay, this happened back in 2021, so he couldn't have had any kids and stuff. So hopefully now, since he has kids and Rihanna, he won't be getting himself into any type of situations. Okay. Somebody said, I suppose Jay-Z and Beyonce had nothing to do with it. So I don't know why they talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Okay, I just don't know. Maria said, God bless that family. He's a good guy, always with his family. Well, somebody said, yes, another ignorant jury verdict. But if you got witnesses saying that his GUN was a prop GUN, including the person who claimed that he got so assaulted and shot, I mean, what are you guys talking about? Money my ass. They could have easily convicted him, but they had witnesses who said that GUN was a fake. And even, the ASAP really do, even he said that it was a prop GUN. So it is what it is. And I agree with Kathy. Don't mess up again. Okay, don't. Do not mess up again. Okay? And then Barbara said, congratulations, ASAP. And then Lucy said, a prop, GUN, and them friends become haters when they walk alongside of your life and not in it. Remember that. Stay safe and close to your family. And I agree. And watch who you got, who you call friends. Because you got people who would do the world for you, right? And as soon as something happens, or the money stops, or something else goes down, they turn their back on you. And then you see the real friends, okay? You see what type of friend they really were. Okay, somebody said, SFR said, I don't know the details, but I just hope this young man will go home and really focus on what is important in life. He has a wife and children. Children need their fathers just as much as they need their mothers. Balance matters, okay? So it is what it is. So blessings to him and Rihanna and for their kids. And hopefully, like I said before, he does not get himself in any other situations. He just go ahead and raise his kids and, live his life. Put out more music and just live his life. And forget all these haters because they be, they be jelly. All right. So I guess Irv Gotti had they had his funeral. Let's see, on Wednesday. So yep, they had his funeral on Wednesday. Here's some pictures, real quick. Dang. So as we know, he passed on. I think they said that he could have possibly had another stroke, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, do they have any updates right here? What did they say here? So Jay-Z was there, Ja Rule, all those people were there. These are happier times. That's sad, man. Your life can be gone so quickly. That's why y'all better stop playing with it. I'm telling you, if you're playing with your life, you better cut it out. Because people be claiming they're not scared to pass on until that time comes. And then they start, tripping out. A lot of people say that until they get into that situation and then they be regretting it. Because a lot of times, let me tell you something, when you be saying all this bull crap, what happens is that everything will be going good in your life. You'll find the love of your life. Be doing really well. Then all of a sudden something happens. Either you catch a disease or, you get sick and everything just start flashing in front of you. So that's why I don't believe in sitting here saying, I don't care if I pass on. I'm ready. I'm not scared because you just don't know because you've never really been in that position before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how people say that and stuff. So they did a lot, after the funeral, they did do a send-off with a procession through his neighborhood in Queens, where they stopped at his childhood home in a park that was dear to his heart. Okay, and of course that's reported by TMZ. So he passed away on February the 5th at age 54 after reportedly suffering a second stroke in less than a year. Okay. Gosh. So they did say he had been struggling with his health after he was diagnosed with diabetes. Okay. And then in 2024, he said that diabetes was making his body deteriorate. Yeah, he was young. So in 2024, he had a minor stroke after WAC 100 leaked photos showing him using a cane. Okay. So the diabetes is what caused him to have a minor stroke, and it probably contributed to the stroke he had that ultimately, may have played a role in his demise. Okay. So I guess he wasn't eating correctly and things, because they did say he had changed his diet. He was starting to eat more healthy. So at that time, they were saying that he was, doing everything good and right. So that's sad. Like I said before, it's always a sad situation, especially when people pass away, at young ages or in their 50s and 60s and things like that. Even when they get like 65 or 70, it's still, like sad. It's sad when anybody passes on, but I'm just saying when you pass and you're younger, it's even more so sadder. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, all these people were there. They're like, they did good with the funeral and stuff. So again, my condolences are expressed out to his family, to his friends and fans, and my prayers are expressed out to them, and may he rest in peace, period. All right. So let's see who else they got here. Okay, these are just all people saying rest in peace. And of course, some people got some stupid comments, so we're not going to even read that. All right. So we're going to move on from asaprocky. What do you guys think about that? Do y'all agree with the not guilty verdict, or do you guys think he should have went to jail? You didn't believe his story. Okay, so let me know in the comment section if you're watching this in the replay. All right. So next we're going to move on to another plane crash, guys. I cannot believe this. Another plane crash. Hold on, let me put this up here real quick. So another plane crash. Let's put this up here and show. Let me see if I can find this real quick. See, what did I do with him? So first, let me just go over this before we actually go into the plane crash, the mid-air collision they had that unalived 2 people. All right, I'm gonna let you guys know that right off the bat. So so far in 2025, we are only into February, and we have already had a few plane crashes. So let me go ahead and go over that with you real quick before we go into the actual plane crash that happened today. Okay. Anyway, as we know, a Delta airline regional jet carrying 80 people crashed in Toronto on Monday, becoming the second high-profile commercial aviation incident of 2025. Fortunately, not luckily, but fortunately, no one was unalive in Monday's crash, which happened when the Delta jet crashed and apparently flipped while landing at Toronto Pearson International Airport. The plane, which had departed from the Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport in Minnesota was carrying 76 passengers and 4 crew members. All right. The Federal Aviation Administration said of them, 18 people were taken to the hospital with injuries, according to Todd Atkin, Toronto Pearson Airport Fire Chief. Okay, so then they had another one, obviously before all of this, the crash outside of Washington Reagan National Airport that unalived 67 people. It was the first fatal crash of a U.S. airliner in almost 16 years, and was followed by a few fatal private and charter crashes, all of which have left travelers wondering if flying is still the safest way to get around. Okay. So let's see. As recent disasters raise concerns about flying, here's how many aviation accidents have happened in the U.S. this year. So anyway, there have been 87 aviation accidents in 2025 so far. And this is only the second month. And this is according to data from the National Transportation Safety Board. Now, that includes 62 incidents in January and 25 in February. All right. So far, there have been 13 fatal aircraft accidents in this year, including 10 incidents in January and 3 in February as of Monday, according to the Safety Board. So then they asked the question, how many major U.S. plane crashes in 2025? They said there have been 4 major DEADLY U.S. aviation disasters so far this year. They happened within the span of 2 weeks in Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia, Alaska, and Arizona. They say, yet the Washington, D.C. crash on January the 29th that unalived 67 people is the only fatal commercial aviation crash in 2025 and in the past 15 years. So then they asked the question, how many people have passed on in major plane crashes this year? They said at least 85 people have passed on in 4 major U.S. aviation disasters in 2025. So that's the January 29th Washington, D.C. Crash, the January 31st Philadelphia crash, the February the 6th Alaska crash, okay, and then the February the 10th Arizona crash. Okay, so the Arizona crash unalived 1 person and it injured 4 others. The Alaska crash unalived all 10 people on board. The January 31st crash in Philadelphia unalived everyone on board, including a small child who had just, won her fight with some type of major illness. Okay, there were 7 people on that plane, and then 1 in a car who got unalive when pieces of the plane hit the car. And then the biggest one is the one that happened on January the 29th in Washington, and 64 people in a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter, 3 people all passed on. All right. So again, they are asking, is flying still safe in the U.S.? So they still claim that air travel is the absolute safest form of transportation, according to a 2024 Transportation Statistics Report from the Bureau of Transportation Statistics. Transportation incident for all modes claimed 44,000 plus lives in 2022, of which all but 2,032 involved highway cars and stuff. But the thing is, I don't like it when they do this, because the reason why, guys, is because there are more people driving and people drive a lot. Okay, so of course you're going to have more accidents in cars than you will with planes. If there were as many planes traveling back and forth like cars, it would be more. Okay, let's keep it real. I don't even know why they come up with this stuff right here, because it's clearly evident that there are more cars on the roads and people drive more. So that will make, more accidents. But anyway, they did say preliminary estimates for 2023 suggest a further decline in fatalities, okay, in plane crashes. Okay. So they did say in 2023, there were no unalivings from crashes on large commercial airlines. But they did say several hundred unalivings happened in crashes in general aviation, commuter air, in air traffic taxi services in 2023. All right. So there you go. They claim that the planes are still safe. Okay, I can't tell them. All right, let's see. You said over 70 years of civil rights gains have been wiped out in a month. That's correct. You guys were like up here. You said there were 0 commercial aircraft crashes during the Biden administration. Just saying. And then Kim B said her brother-in-law was fired last week after 16 years. In his letter, it said it was for insubordination. I always say that wrong, because he had been doing a terrible job. This is a joke. That's sad. I'm sorry to hear that, Kim. Gosh. You said they are replacing people with 47 people. They are not qualified. That's sad. Anyway, somebody said there were 84 aircraft accidents in just the month of January 2024. Just stop this BS. And I say the same thing. That's a lot of plane crashes for 1 month. And then they claim it's safe. Y'all can keep on getting y'all butts up on those planes, okay? Because Shades 2 won't be doing it. And then Omar said, okay, except nearly no one passed on. Minor accidents happen all the time. Unaliving almost never effing happens, okay? And then Gus said, it is Trump's administration's fault by laying off so many people at the same time. Oh my goodness. Somebody said maybe they need new mechanics. So then Diamond said there were 1,158 aircraft crashes in 2024. None were major commercial airlines, and I don't know how many were fatal, but that is how many there were. The only worrying thing here is the commercial plane crash, and that was the fault of the Black Hawk. While I don't like Trump, this really isn't an issue. A tragedy and should be avoided, but this is not because of aviation suddenly becoming much more dangerous. Okay, so Omar came back and said 17 people in 2024, 0 in 2023. There has been more than 17 unalivings, accounting for the tragedy in DC. It has been less than 2 months. There is a large possibility the actions taken against safety in the FAA are at least partially to blame. Trump called himself a king today. Okay. So then Shalom said, suspicious Elon Musk tweets about needing a plane crash to change DEI policy resurface following DC tragedy. And then she got this out of the Latin Times, in case you guys want to look that up. Okay, so then Shalom came back and said the FAA is facing a major crisis without a leader because Elon Musk pushed him out. Musk has publicly clashed with the FAA and his former chief, Michael Whitaker, The Verge. That's where she got that from. And then she came back and said, or he came back and said, Trump administration begins firings of FAA air traffic control staff just weeks after the fatal Washington, D.C. plane crash as it happened. And she got that information from The Guardian. And then Pearl said, well, since your boy Trump is in the office, this was bound to happen. So, hey, I'm getting ready to leave this so-called America. Okay, so yeah. Like I said, a lot of people are blaming him, all the cuts and stuff, laying people off, firing people, knowing that you need these people at these airlines is plainly ridiculous, okay? I mean, you got to have adequate people because when you don't, you put too much stress on other people, you overwork them. That increases the chances of making mistakes. Then you don't have enough people to monitor a station. So therefore, again, you may overlook something. Okay, like I believe they did with the Black Hawk and the American Airlines crash. I believe they overlooked something because they already told you guys that they sent one person home. And so the other person who was there had to watch everything. It doesn't even make any sense. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Do y'all think airplanes are safe, or do you think they are dangerous? Which one do you guys think? So let me know in the comment section if you are watching this in a replay, and over here in the chat, what do you guys think? Do you think airplanes are safe or not safe? And would you fly one? Would you get on one? Okay, so let's go ahead and give y'all the other story regarding the airplane that crashed. And that's not going to be good because, AI and automation is pretty decent, but, I still don't think they beat an actual person. You know what I'm saying? Because those machines definitely makes mistakes and things. And then plus machines are not personal. So I don't think they need to just be putting on there going AI and automation inside of an airport, monitoring planes and things like that. Yeah, but still, you still need somebody physically to sit there and monitor everything. I just think it's better when people are actually, monitoring things. Okay, let me go up here to this one. Plane crash today. So here it is right here. So they said 2 people were unalived in a mid-air plane crash at Marana Airport or Marana Airport. Hold on for 1 second. I got the call for it. Okay. Let's see. So 2 single-engine fixed-wing planes collided mid-air at the Marana Regional Airport Wednesday morning around 8:30 a.m., according to the town of Marana. A press release from the town says 4 people total were on the 2 planes. 2 people in a Land Care 3600 were unalived in the crash. The 2 in the Cessna 172 were uninjured, according to the town of Marana. Let's see if they got anything else. That was a short ass story. So this right here, let me let y'all hear this real quick. Maybe I'll say some more stuff about it. I know they're about to put some ass on, so bear with them.
Start fresh and
I told you.
big with K-Gun
Got
9.
these damn ass. Hold on, let's see here.
It's time to tackle the things you've always wanted to do. Remodel your home.
And then you can't
Upgrade
even
your air
bypass it.
conditioner. Embrace a bold new look.
Because if you
Or
do,
take your
let me read it
finances
until
to
they come to keep this over here. Because you can't even mute, you can't even bypass this. You have to actually watch this foolishness. I keep on biting my damn tongue on each side. I got to go to the ear, mouth, ear, nose, throat doctor, ask them about that. Here we go. I guess this is it. Where's the sound? Wait, let me see. I'm gonna push the wrong damn store. Here it is right here, I think. I don't.
Start fresh and drink
Here they go with these
big
damn
King
ass
Nine
again.
New drink. It's time to tackle the things you've
Wait, y'all,
always
let's let
wanted
it go
to do.
over again.
Remodel your home. Upgrade your air conditioner. Embrace a bold new look. Or take your finances to the next level. Visit kgun9.com/newyou for your chance to win a special gift from our sponsors. Make 2025 the year you bring your dreams to life.
This is crazy.
Kgun9, new dreams, new you.
Well, so I think this is it right
It's
here.
good to hear at K-Gun 9. Let's get straight to breaking news out of Marana this morning. We've learned 2 planes have crashed at the Marana Regional Airport. Blake Phillips is there right now, gathering the very latest. Blake, we know you've been out there for the better part of the last hour or two. What have you learned?
Yeah, Dan, obviously, like you just said, a very developing story. We've kind of been getting bits and pieces as the morning has gone along. So right now, like you just said, what we know is a 2-plane crash. 1 person is dead. Now, Marana police confirmed to us on scene that there was 2 occupied planes. So the specifics there on how many people were in the planes, we have not been able to confirm it. Marana police is not telling us that right now. So let's show you some pictures that were sent in from a viewer from Fry's, just across the area here up in Marana, showing the smoke. Again, this happened around 8:30 this morning. We got on scene around 9:15. So we've seen a lot of police activity here this morning as things have gone along. The crash, from what we can see from the roadway, is on Marana Airport property. So we did get a brief press conference from Marana police earlier telling us that the airport right now is closed.
The scene is currently being secured, but yeah, it's still being actively investigated, and we're going to be here for a while.
So right now what we're hearing is that the FAA and NTSB are on the way here to continue the investigation. Now, it's important to note the Marana Regional Airport does not have a control tower, meaning it is uncontrolled airspace up here. It really falls on the pilot. So as more details become available to us, we'll be bringing you that all day long here on K-Gun 9. For now, up in Marana, I'm Blake Phillips, K-Gun 9.
Okay. So, let me go to TikTok and see if anybody got any pictures on this airport. This air crash. Let's see real quick. That's sad. And they tell us to trust the planes, but every damn day you hear about an accident. So, I don't understand why all these planes are crashing. I just don't. It's kind of weird. So, why do you guys think all these planes are? Why do you guys think all of these planes and stuff are crashing or get into some type of accident or situation? What do you think is happening? That's Marana, right? Marana or Marana. Here it is right here. Let's see. Let me see what this dude is talking about right here. Let's see. So he's showing the actual footage right here, I think. Yeah, this is one of the planes right here, I think. I think I can show y'all this right here. Let's see. I have to look at it first. He just put this up too. Look at this. Y'all see this
safely, but unfortunately, the Lancer crashed near runway 30, leading to post-crash fire. The identities of the victims have not been released yet. And also, the Marana Regional
Airport, let me just go from here, I can't even run behind this mess.
Traffic control tower, and it requires the pilots to communicate via common traffic advisory frequency. After that, the National Transportation Safety Board, how they call them, NTSB, and the Federal Aviation Administration, of course, FAA, is conducting an investigation.
So they must have made some kind of mistake or something must have not been working.
Actually, this incident marked the second fatal aviation incident in Arizona airport within 9 days.
Really? Oh, yeah, that's right. It is.
On February 19, a mid-air collision occurred between two small aircrafts over Marana Regional Airport in Arizona, resulting in the deaths of 2 individuals. The aircraft involved were a Lancer 360 Mk2 and a Cessna 17-2S, each carrying 2 occupants at the time, and the incident happened around 8:28 a.m.
Damn.
Following the impact, the Cessna managed to land safely, but unfortunately, the Lancer crashed near runway 30,
Damn.
leading to post-crash fire. The identities of the victims have not been released yet, and also the Marana Regional Airport operates without traffic control tower, and it requires the pilots to communicate via Common Traffic Advisory Frequency. After that, the National Transportation Safety Board, how they call them, NSTP, NTSB, and the Federal Aviation Administration, of course, FAA, is conducting an investigation into the incident. And actually, this incident marked the second fatal aviation incident in Arizona airport within 9 days. So breaking news, guys.
That's crazy, y'all.
On February 19th.
So I wonder what happened. Let's see what Jermaine said over here. Training and aircraft maintenance with the smaller craft. Let's see what some of these other people are saying too. Somebody said the plane at fault was a flight training school plane. The 2 people in that plane survived. Damn, that's crazy how stuff happens, isn't it? If this is true, the 2 people in the other plane who might have been at fault, they survived, and the other 2 didn't. That's sad. If that's true. And she just put that up there 48 minutes ago. Okay, let me see what else they got on this plane. That's sad. The other ones are old. That's the most current thing right there. Yeah. They had a mid-air collision. Goodness. Let me see. Do they have anything else? All you see right here is the smoke. I'm surprised nobody don't have actual footage. Anyway, my condolences are expressed out to the 2 people who are unalive, to their families and friends and anybody else who knew them. That's sad. And my prayers are sending out to them as well. Goodness. Let me see if they got any updated information on the news. Somebody said this is just getting out of hand. It sure is. I don't know. I mean, because you got commercial airlines, airliners getting into accidents and all types of stuff. Then you got the small ones. This is weird. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't know. This is very strange. What do you guys think? Why do you guys think all these planes are having accidents? And or either they're having collisions or mechanical issues. I just told y'all about the other airplane where the landing gear malfunctioned or something, broke off or something. Okay, y'all remember that one? And then you got the one in Alaska that possibly hit some ice or something, and all of 10 of those people were unalive. And of course, you got the 2 major ones that we know about, the Medvac, and then the one that crashed into the river or the lake or whatever. I think that was a river. And then all the other ones. I mean, do y'all think this is just a coincidence, or do y'all think all of these crashes or accidents are just because Trump, did what he did? Why do you guys think all of these crashes and stuff are happening? Let's look at some people. Let's see what this man is talking about. Let's see what he's talking about. Oh no, he's playing music. I don't know why they do this.
Airport northwest of.
We gotta take him. I don't know why they be putting his music on. But yeah, again, I do not know. This is so weird. And you can't just say, like I said, it's all because shortage of staff, because a lot of planes are, crashing and stuff. So why do you guys think this is happening? Hey, we are the receipts. You say it's all not again. So you mean to tell me DEI and these different with these small aircrafts as well in other countries? Because not only are we having little big accidents, small accidents, all types of stuff, they're also having them in different countries. I just told y'all one in Brazil last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. Okay, I showed y'all a video of that, the people running off the plane and stuff like that. Y'all remember? So, I mean, is that affecting people in Brazil too? Because Trump does not have anything to do with that. So why do you guys think we are having all of these plane situations? Why do you guys think that? Let me go over here and ask somebody on TikTok since you guys can't talk. Okay? Let's see. Let's see what they say. So they did say, they did ask the question, are there a lot of planes crashing like this for real? I mean, they are crashing, but what they're saying is social media just highlighting it more to make us think that it's different? Or are we actually having an increase in these accidents and things? Now, I actually believe we are having more plane accidents and crashes. I really do. I don't think it's just because, at first I thought it was just because they are highlighting them more. But now we are having situations almost every single day. Every day I've been telling you guys about some type of plane accident, some near collision, or some other stuff. You said it's the fake rapture? I don't know. It could be a sign. I mean, what do you mean fake rapture? Let me let y'all see this video real quick.
Aware of them. This Toronto crash was the fourth
let me just show y'all this
major
one.
aviation incident in North America in 2025. And so far this year, 87 accidents have been
Okay, we're gonna
reported
start this one
across
back
the
over, you
US.
guys, okay?
Include plane crashes actually increasing, or are we just more aware of them? This Toronto crash was the fourth major aviation incident in North America in 2025. And so far this year, 87 accidents have been reported across the US, including the country's first fatal crash of a commercial airliner in almost 16 years. Investigations into individual crashes are continuing, but there are concerns about departmental cuts. Officials warn of understaffing due to low pay, long shifts, intensive training, and mandatory retirements. And Trump is continuing to fire hundreds of Federal Aviation Administration employees. Then there's extreme weather. Toronto was hit by 2 storms in the days before the Delta Airlines plane flipped, and thousands of flights have been disrupted over the weekend. But experts say airports are well equipped to deal with challenging conditions. It may scare you to see the news, but the reality is that air travel is still statistically the safest form of transport. You're more likely to have an accident on the way to the airport than actually flying. Are plane crashes actually increasing?
I am so sick of these weirdos saying the same thing. We know that more accidents happen in cars, buses, and things like that because there are more cars and buses out there. I wish they would stop talking about that because, of course, there are going to be more buses and car accidents because more people are driving. If a lot of people were flying up in the sky the same way, you would probably have a whole bunch of accidents there too. The thing is for me is that I don't think they are highlighting this more. I think here in the United States of America, I think we are seeing an increase in these plane accidents and crashes and near crashes and everything else because they have inadequate staff, point blank. You know, you overworking people, you don't have enough people working, you got 1 or 2 people looking at stuff or 3 people when it should be way more, you know, people putting firing people and stuff, not having enough people to work. You know, you got to think about maintenance. If they're firing people at the airports, are they getting rid of people who are doing maintenance on these planes as well? We already know they are short-staffed at the ATC. So those could be some contributing reasons why we are having an increase in plane situations. Okay, clearly in the Black Hawk crash, something happened when they were telling them, you know, which way that the runway was clear, their route was clear and things like that. Something happened right there. Because I'm actually thinking that neither one of those people, those pilots, the co-pilots, the pilots, none of them, I don't think they seen each other. I just don't believe that. I believe they were given the wrong information, and I don't care if they cover it up, but I believe they were giving the wrong information because they looked at another plane instead and they thought they were clear. By the time that the Black Hawk probably saw the airplane or vice versa, it was too damn late. You said given the amount of flights per day, it's relatively safe to fly. However, we can't overlook the changes this administration are making. Okay, so amazing facts used to put out books about planes falling from the sky because Christians were taking because of the rapture. Okay. The thing about it, guys, though, I don't know. The Bible does talk about, you know, all of this type of stuff, more planes falling and things like that. And it could be a sign, who knows? But I do believe that a lot of these crashes, near crashes, maintenance issues, I think it actually falls back on the people who work at the the airports, you know, the staff. I really, truly do. Because look at the plane with the landing gear that fell off. So whose fault was that? Okay. I can't remember all the other ones because it's been so many. Okay, and then again, you got the Black Hawk thing, you know, that crash, you know, that appears to be a human error. I don't know for sure. Okay, what about the med-vac? Okay, so what happened there? Was there something on the plane? Okay, at first we thought it was, and then Jermaine was talking to me about it, and I forgot exactly what you said, but you said it would have blown up differently or something like that. I can't remember. So I don't know if anything was on the plane that caused that. I don't know for sure, you know, but all of these daggone incidents are just not happening. Okay, they're just not. Look at the plane. Is that the same one with the landing gear that came off? And then when it got on the runway, it hit a Jeep. And that's another thing. Why was there a Jeep on the damn runway? And I think that one was, or near the one runway. That plane crash was the one that was in Brazil, I believe. It's so many, I can't even remember. It's so many. But I basically covered every single one of them. That's why you think before you thought. Okay. Yeah, right. That's a different country. Right. But listen, Jermaine, you guys need to listen. I said we are just not having plane crashes here in accidents. I said it's happening in a lot of different places in different countries, like the one I gave you guys in Brazil. I actually gave you guys 2 plane crashes, okay, in a different countries. 2 of them. Okay, of course they have different standards, but the thing is that all of this stuff wasn't happening together before. You guys are like in the twilight zone. It wasn't happening before. That's what I'm trying to tell you, like this. Look how many plane crashes worldwide we have had in just the month of January and February. You guys don't think that's weird? And a lot of people do think that's weird. I mean, it's very strange. And then listen, somebody said they talked to their pilot friend, and that person said it's just unusual how it's happening so fast. If you guys don't see an issue here, something is wrong. Okay, for real, for real. So let's see here what people are saying. And then here's somebody said the question was, are plane crashes increasing? This person said the question was never answered. All they did was compare air travel to other forms of travel, which is not right because you have more cars and buses, trains out here on the tracks, on the roads. More people are taking those than airplanes. So, of course, you're going to have more accidents, okay? Period. You're going to have more accidents. Shh. They said they got about 1,000 to 1,500 planes flying around each. No. They said that there is an average between 1,000 to 1,500 general aviation non-commercial crashes every year since 2012. That's what somebody said. Somebody said plane crashes are not increasing, but major fatal crashes are. And then Dylan said exactly what I just said. He said, so just because air travel is a much safer option, we shouldn't be concerned. The only reason why it's safer is because there are less planes flying around when you compare it to cars and buses and trains. That's stupid. For me, it's a stupid comparison because anybody would know with common sense that we would have more accidents on land than up in the air because there's more cars and stuff and buses and things like that here on land. So you're going to have more accidents. Okay, that's common sense. And they are increasing a little bit too. We already went over the numbers. Okay, we went over the numbers days ago, weeks ago. We talked about the numbers. They have increased somewhat. Okay, point blank. I told you guys that before. I got it right here. Let me just get it real quick. Let's see. I'm half asleep and I still know it's increasing. Okay, let's see here. Let's see where's that data at. Is this it right here? No. I got to go all the way down, guys. I got this on here somewhere saved because I said I was going to keep this just in case. Is that it? Yeah. Here it is right here. And this is from NASA, Aviation Safety Reporting System. Okay, so they said that over 20 years, they have an average of about 253 per year. And in the last 5 full years of data, there were about 385 a year or more than one a day on average. They said there were 1,129 near mid-air collisions involving at least one commercial aircraft reported over the last 20 years from 2005 through the fall of 2024. That's an average of about 56 each year, or a little more than once per week. Over the most recent 5 years of data, they were 80 each year. So clearly it's going up. And I need to get the full one because I don't know why I recorded only a part of it. Let me look and see if I can get another copy of this, the full one that I had before. Let's see, plane. Let's see. Let me call it aviation. In the last 20 years. Let me see if I can pull that back up. But we went over this last week or so, or 2 weeks ago, and I told you guys then that it went up some, okay? Let's see here. This is the same thing. Hold on, let me see if I can find the article. And I mean, you can look this stuff up yourself too. Let's see. Now, I'm not getting ready to go over every single commercial plane crash over the last 20 years. Let's see. I'm trying to find the one that I was on. Hold on. Let me see if this is one that's going to go over that detail. And while I do this, let me see. You say it's the end time. You said there is an issue, definitely, but we need information from the investigations. There could be different reasons. We know that already, Jermaine, but what we are saying is that you guys don't find that strange. I'm not getting on the plane. You guys can get on one if you want to, but I'm not. Let's see if they got actual numbers. Okay, let's see. They're going over the same shit I just went over. And they got different, I'm going to tell you something. They got different numbers on each damn site that I look at. So I did tell you this last time. I said year 2020, they had the lowest number of aircraft accidents. Okay. And then in 2019, it was the highest. Okay. Let's see what else. So they did say at least 28 accidents happened among U.S. passenger flights each year. But so far this year, in January and February, how many have we had already? That's where it begins to be kind of odd. All right. Let's see what else they got here. So let's see. This is what I'm talking about. They said, listen. Oh, let's see. So they said data from the past 20 years shows an average of 2.33 accidents per month, an average of 2.14 accidents for January and February already, for just 2 months, 2.14. They said in January alone, there were 3 aviation accidents, 1 that is unclassified in the data, 1 listed as serious events, and then 1 fatal event. The January 29th crash in Washington, D.C. With the Black Hawk in the American airline. Then they got the Medvac, that one. Okay, the medical jet that crashed in Northeast Philadelphia on January 31st. Okay, let's see what else. So, of course, they're going to all this other stuff, just like they just did in the video about the snow, the weather, and all this other stuff. But the thing about it is that if they don't figure out what's going on, they're probably going to have even more, accidents with these airplanes, because clearly there's a problem here. Let's see these numbers here. Let's see what they got right here. Okay, let's see what else we can pull up. I wish I could have put up the one I had up the other day. I don't know why I only took part of it. And one thing that I don't like about media, not saying that they do this, but I'm just saying one thing I don't like about them is that sometimes they won't tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? They will put things down so people won't get alarmed, or just to conceal things, the truth behind stuff. And they do that, I believe, a lot, which is crazy. You said, did you see the California fires burn a place where a rail system is being planned? No, I didn't. I'm about to look that up. So why do you think they they did that on purpose? Because of the rail system that was being planned? And every time I look at something, they got different numbers too. Now they got 11,000. I don't know what these people are talking about right here. That's the total number of them. Let's see here. So they went from all these years, I guess. So they got 11,000 accidents. Yeah, they went down all the way back to 1785, okay? To May the 10th, 1785. So again, I don't know if all these crashes are happening because of mechanical situations, human error, or what, weather or whatever, or maintenance issues or whatever. But I think it's probably a combination of things. But what I'm mostly worried about is that they seem to be increasing. Because like I just said, we have seen so many crashes or accidents in just January and February already. It's the half of the year is not even a year. And we already had all these little situations happen. So many people have lost their lives in all these different plane crashes and stuff and accidents. Just yesterday, 2 people lost their lives. And yes, that's not a commercial airline, but still the same thing. It's still an airline. What's going on with these airlines? Are they safe as they claim? Are the pilots, do they have enough training? Do they need to be retrained more often? Okay. Do they need to figure out how they can stop Trump from stopping, from firing people like that, for not, for doing some of the things he's doing with these executive orders. Let's keep it real. Because I'm going to tell you something, in certain fields, you need to make sure you have enough people working. Okay. Like when you're dealing with, airlines, hospitals, places like that. I just told you guys the other day how they are making cuts to, I think the medical program. I can't remember what it was. And they're not giving medication, HIV medication to people in different countries and people here. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that should not be even happening. And the thing about it, while people be sitting up on YouTube talking about foolishness, these are some of the issues that we do need to be addressing, because whether you think you're going to be affected or not, eventually you will be, or somebody in your family will be. So now is the time to, take notice of all these things that are happening. They're just not happening. I don't know why y'all don't see that. Okay, point blank. It's just not happening. It's something, somewhere things have failed. Okay, point blank. Because I don't remember seeing this many accidents. We got a lot of situations going on in this country, for real, for real. Okay, a lot. And I think more focus needs to be placed on that. Okay, versus some of the things that we place, we focus on. All right, point blank. Let me check some real quick, y'all. I'm looking at something at the same time I'm doing this damn live. Hold on. I'm trying to see why these people taking so long to take this payment. I hate when you pay a bill right and they take all damn day to pay it. Damn, hurry up and pay this damn bill. Did they already pay it? Let me see what these people did here. Oh no, it's still processing. These people so damn crazy. Let's see. Yeah, they're still paying it. If you pay with your Visa card, it should not take all damn day for a payment to go through. That's crazy. So yes, still repaying. These people are slow as shit. Maybe it'll be going through by 12 a.m. Goodness. But anyway, like I said, I just think it's a serious problem with these airplanes crashing, having all these different weird accidents, not just here in America, but also in different countries as well. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a lack of training. They need to hire more people. They need to check these planes out better maintenance. I don't know. I don't know what they need to do, but I know they need to do something. Of course it does. Those damn little bitty planes are just a damn... I don't even think I could actually get in one of those. It's just too small for me. I'm going to be perfectly honest, okay? It's just too small, meaning that if it crashes, you just don't have any chance. Right. And honestly, I don't even think I could have even flown there, using that place, because no tower, and they just been going off of what? Some type of, I don't know what you call them, like walkie-talkie type shit. You talk to each person. What if the other person don't see certain things? I mean, I just couldn't do it. Right. I mean, and why did that happen? what was going on with the plane? Because the other commenter said the other plane where they were not injured, that was the plane who caused the accident. So what was going on with them if this is true? What was going on with them? Were they drinking or doing some weird shit? Who knows? Because why didn't they see that plane? Especially when you know there is no tower to be watching out and you have to do everything yourself. That's crazy. I think they need to make the training program a little tougher too. I really do. And of course, I don't know how often pilots train or recertify, whatever, if they do, but maybe they need to change all of that stuff as well. And they definitely need to hire more people. But since Trump did what he did, I don't even know if they can. You know, just plainly crazy. And the thing about it is that people need to get off that racist shit and being prejudice and all this other weird shit and start looking at what these people are doing. You know, like I told y'all before, you know, prices of food is just too damn high. Interest rates are too high. Rental rates are too high. Pharmaceuticals are too high. You know, doctor visits are too much. Insurance payments are too high. It's just so much stuff that is plainly ridiculous. Gas is going back up. You know, people are losing their jobs. People are getting fired. You know, they're cutting out DEI stuff. They're taking the Black History Month down and shit and trying to make it go away along with all of the other holidays like that. You know, like I said, I don't know how you guys sit around and just don't pay attention to all this stuff that's happening. And then y'all think it don't affect you. Even if it does not affect you, it can affect somebody in your family, your children in the future, you know, different family members, even yourself. So it's time to wake up for real. Not that shit that we talking about, wake up, but wake up for real and see what's going on. And it starts with waking up, taking notice of all these damn planes falling out the sky and crashing in the sky and landing and going off the runway and hitting Jeeps and shit and losing landing gears and flipping over and shit, you know, just all types of weird shit. Does not even make any sense. Period. Everybody got an excuse with everything. Always got excuses. Yeah, I know you pay attention every day. I do too. There's definitely a breakdown somewhere with that tower, you know, with those two airplanes and the that just had that mid-air collision today and stuff. And then, like I said, a lot of people are losing their lives, you know what I'm saying, in these accidents. So it doesn't matter for me. It doesn't matter to me about which one have the most accidents. Okay, hold on for a minute. Hold on, real quick. It doesn't matter to me. I'm trying not to cough on screen, okay? It doesn't matter to me that cars have more accidents than planes. And the reason being is because there are more cars on the damn streets. Okay, that's stupid. If you have more of something, there are going to be more accidents, point blank. If you have less of something, there are going to be less accidents. All right, so we're going to move on from that. Let me see if I got anything else regarding the planes. I'm pretty sure we'll be coming back in a day or two or sometime next week with another plane situation going on. Okay, and I'm pretty sure there's more out there in different countries. 87 plane incidents so already in 2025, and it's only February the 19th, and you already got 87 incidents, and y'all think it's still safe. All right, keep on listening to the media. Okay. All right, so let's move on to Diddy now, okay? Because these plane situation makes me kind of mad when I think about it for real. Because let me look up this stuff that what's the name said first too about this fire thing, real quick. So you said, hold on, let's look this up real quick. Let me see about this real thing. Did you see the California fires burn a place where a real system is being planned? Let me see. Hold on. I'm just typing this in to see. I'm looking to see. Let's see what they say here. I'm probably gonna have to look this up more. Okay, oh, here it is right here. But this is old right here. This is from 2018. This one right here is. So I need to go find. They was talking about this back in 2018 as well. Somebody asked this. They said, do recent California wildfires line up with the route of the proposed high-speed rail? And then they said no back then. They said the implication is the fires were intentionally set to clear the land for the rail line. But the two maps being compared to each other are not correct and misrepresented. I mean, it's not correct, okay? For 2018, we need to find the one for now. Okay, 2025. So they was talking about this back then. And the thing about it, you can never tell. Let's keep it real. You don't know for sure. Because again, you just don't know what to believe out here in the media and what they tell us and what trickeries they could be doing. You just don't know for sure. So I tell you what, we're going to look that up. And then maybe if I can find information, we'll talk about it in a separate live. Let me just keep this so I can do this. Let me just actually screenshot that. And maybe you can find some information about it too, Jermaine, for me. If you can too, we are the receipts. You know, you can just send it to me. Let me see where's my camera. Yeah, at night time I be tripping, okay? When I get tired, okay? I be tripping out. But once I get off this damn computer, I wake straight up. And it's still early too. Let me just get this real quick shit so I can look this up and see. But yeah, it's a lot of weird shit that be happening in this world. Let's keep it real, you guys. It really is. And one day I'll talk about some of this weird shit. There's a lot of stuff that be happening. All right. That's true. You could definitely say that. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to be in either one of them. Okay. I don't want to be in either one of those because you can honestly get unalive in a car just as quick. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is this right here. We need to make planes a little bit more safer by making sure that people have proper training, making sure, you know, that people are checking these planes out, making sure we have enough ATC people, what is it called? Aviation Traffic Control, I guess. I can't even remember what it's called. But ATC, make sure we have enough employees working those positions and just in the airport as a whole, okay? And making sure that pilots get their training and are skilled for the job and making sure they do drug tests and all this other stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Let me see if pilots, how often they are trained. Let's check that out real quick before we leave this topic. Let's see. How often are airplane pilots trained?
According to Simple Flying,
Some
airlines have their pilots attend ground school and recurrent simulator training once every 9 months. In comparison, others host their pilots every 6 months for a 2-day simulator refresher.
Okay, so that's pretty good. Once every 9 months. And then some, like British Airways, host their pilots every 6 months for a 2-day simulator refresher. Okay, so we may want to take British Airways, all right, when we go on a plane, if it's flying where we're going. Let's see. So at a certain age, you cannot even be a pilot. Did you guys know that? Well, no. They said there is no strict age limit to begin pilot training. Okay, so I guess they can just come in at any age. So you mean to tell me you can go fly a plane at 90? Let me stop. I'm so crazy. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what the success rate is. So they said in 2021, FAA data showed that 78% of all PPL pilots passed on their first attempt. In that same year, 79.5% of pilots passed their commercial pilot check ride, and the pass rate for CFI check rides was 77.9%. They said although these numbers are high, it is evident that many pilots fail on their first try. Okay. So they say they do test them a lot. So like I said, I don't know. I just don't know what else they can really do with these pilots other than making sure they're hiring, very qualified people to fly these planes and make sure they're doing, random, I guess, drug tests and things like that, and make sure they're just doing their job. I mean, for real. Because still, we haven't heard anything else. Wait a minute, we might have heard something. I think when they were saying that the Black Hawk they had something turned off. I think we did cover that already. I can't remember. Something they had turned off on the helicopter. I can't remember exactly what it was. But anyway, it seems like they have a lot of a lot of training. So I don't know, like I said before. I know one thing, I wouldn't want that job, flying in a damn plane. So you have to have, let's see, 30 hours of flight time. 15 of those hours must be training. 30 hours of flight time? Maybe they need to up that a little bit more. Who knows? They say it takes about 3 to 4 years to become a pilot. I didn't know you can get a Bachelor of Science in Professional Flight. They go through a lot of training, you guys, okay, school and everything. They go through a lot. I'm looking at all of the stuff right here, okay? It's a lot. So again, I mean, that doesn't still mean that people can't make errors and things like that, or people can be, in situations, where they get tired or, or be on some type of medication or anything, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so many different things that could be happening. Oh, I'm not getting in no plane that is controlled by AI only. I'm just not. I'm not getting in anything that is controlled by AI only. No cars, no planes, no nothing. No boats. You guys can get in that shit. Computers can mess up. Look at your computer that you use every damn day on your phones, your laptops, your iPads, all that shit, TVs, all that shit. That should be doing all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure this computer right here already did some shit since I've been on this live. I wish I would. Yeah, but I mean, what year would that be out? What year do you think this will be possible, Jermaine? We may not even be here when it happens. Okay, point blank. It's not like we're 20 or 18. I see a lot of disasters happening. In 2026, I won't be in one of them, and that's on everything. Okay, please, y'all can get your ass up there. They already have accidents in planes. Mid-air collisions and shit, on the ground collisions, all types of weird shit, going off the runways and shit. You think I'm getting ready to get in a plane that's controlled by AI? Please. All right, well, let's move on to Diddy now, okay? Because these plain stuff kind of teeing me off just talking about it. You know, shit for real, for real. Because, I mean, they need to find out what's going on for real, for real. You know, whether we need, we definitely need more people working, okay? But definitely they need to make sure these planes are up to par as well. Do they? But that doesn't mean it's going to be successful. So we'll see if 2026 they will be doing this. We will see. I remember hearing back a long time ago that in year 2000, they were going to be driving cars, you know, flying around in cars and stuff like that. And they were going to be using AI in cars right now. But yet it's not, it has not happened. Okay. We'll see. We will see. Okay. Because if you go back to 1997 and 8 and 95 and 4, and you listen to what they were saying about the year 2000, and especially now, we're supposed to be driving around like the Jetsons right about now. That doesn't mean it's going to work out 100% to be successful, Jermaine. These people can't even figure out how to keep a person alive for 20 or 30 years with an artificial heart. Okay? So please. They can't even figure out how to get rid of certain diseases. All right? And don't come with me about this shit about they have the cure. It's just that they don't want to give the cure because they want people to keep on buying these medications. Okay? I mean, everybody always got excuses for every damn thing. Some of these excuses do be valid, but some of these excuses be crazy. All right? If you sit there and think about some of this shit that's been said, you would realize that some of the shit that people say just sounds weird. Here they go with this shit. All right, let's move on to Diddy. All right. Let's move on to Diddy, little troll man, okay? We're going to move on to Diddy. All right, so let's go ahead and move on and get off this plane stuff. So anyway, guys, with Diddy, because we've been on here for 1 hour and 42 minutes talking about planes more than anything. All right. Again, my condolences are expressed out to the family members and friends of the 2 people who passed on in the Arizona crash, mid-air collision. That's a sad situation. So, Sean Diddy Combs' attorneys filed a motion to dismiss an ex-trafficking charge. They said the law involved has racist origins. Okay, I think I said that right. I probably didn't, shit, because I'm halfway asleep. So they filed this motion, you guys, on Tuesday night, seeking the dismissal of one of the ex-trafficking charges he is facing. Okay? And they said that Sean Diddy Combs is being unfairly prosecuted based on his race. Mr. Combs, who has pleaded not guilty to the charges against him and is awaiting trial in a Brooklyn jail, was indicted on federal racketeering and ex-trafficking charges, the most serious of which carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years in prison. Dang. Anyway, his lawyer's filing focuses on a lesser ex-trafficking charge, which stems from a federal law known as the Mann Act. The law makes it illegal to transport a person with intent that such individual engage in the P word. Mr. Combs' lawyers contend that the law has racist origins and that it is being deployed against a prominent Black man for allegedly using an escort service to transport male escorts across state lines to have sex with his girlfriends. So he's saying that, let me read this to myself. Okay. So they said the use of escorts, male or female, is common and indeed widely accepted in American culture today. To emphasize what is depicted as the non-criminal nature of the conduct, the filing notes that the chief executive of the escort service that Mr. Combs is said to have used has been interviewed in the media and was featured in a Showtime reality series. That's crazy. The lawyers questioned whether any white person had been charged under the law based on similar allegations. And y'all remember, I told you guys about a couple of people. One is the Finch men. I always say the word wrong. The Crombie Finch dude, the former executive. He has similar charges. Okay, I told you guys about it, right? He's out on bail, all right? And you don't really see his name come up, period. Okay? Then I told you guys about some other people. You don't hear anything about them at all. So his lawyer might have a point there. Why are they concentrating so much on Diddy when you have other people, other high-profile people that have similar charges? Definitely the X trafficking and the P one. Okay? In great. So the prosecutors overseeing the case at the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York have asserted that Mr. Combs' conduct was far less innocent. Okay, we're going to put that there. They have said that Mr. Combs wielded his power and fame to coerce women to engage in extended X acts with P's, okay? Sometimes known as freak-offs. Prosecutors have said that he directed those encounters. He also did the M thing, the MASTURBATED during them and often recorded these things, okay? They also said that he threatened victims with recordings of the encounters as collateral. Prosecutors have objected before to the suggestion that the case is racially motivated. After one of Mr. Combs' lawyers, Mark Agnifilio, said in an interview with TMZ that the investigation was a takedown of a successful Black man. One of the prosecutors responded in court saying that Mr. Agnifilio had baselessly accused the government of engaging in a racist prosecution. The top U.S. attorney who brought the case was Damian Williams, the first Black person to lead the office. Mr. Williams resigned shortly before President Trump took office, a standard move ahead of a new administration. So in seeking the dismissal of the charge, Mr. Combs' lawyers point to the history of the Mann Act, which was passed in 1910 as an anti-prostitution law. They argued that it has been used to target Black male sexuality, citing as an example the prosecution of Jack Johnson, the first Black heavyweight boxing champion who was convicted under the law for transporting a white woman across state lines. He was pardoned by President Trump in 2018. Now, initially called the White Slave Traffic Act, the law was passed at a time of growing fears around the prevalence of the P word and anxieties that young girls were being lured into brothels, wrote Jessica R. Piley, a historian, in a book about the Mann Act that was cited in Mr. Combs' legal brief. The law has been enforced in various ways since it has been passed in 1910, she said in an interview, noting that white celebs, including Charlie Chaplin, had also been prosecuted under the law. The one consistency is it has always been about criminalizing commercial acts. Elizabeth Geddes, a former federal prosecutor who was part of the team that won the first successful criminal case against R. Kelly, said that in present-day prosecutions, the Mann Act is regularly used in cases in which people have been charged with more serious crimes. Mr. Kelly was convicted of racketeering as well as Mann Act violations. The Mann Act charges against Mr. Kelly were different in substance, involving unlawful acts that included coercion of a minor. Okay. The indictment of Mr. Combs includes a more serious ex trafficking charge, one that requires a jury to find that he used force, fraud, or coercion to cause someone to engage in a commercial sex act. That charge centers on the allegations of Cassie, who accused Mr. Combs in a lawsuit of forcing her to engage in acts with male P's throughout their years-long relationship. You guys. The Mann Act charge is more straightforward, requiring a jury to find that Mr. Combs willfully caused the transportation of people with the intent that they engage in the P word. No doubt it is far easier to prove, Mrs. Geddes said. If convicted of only the Mann Act charge, Mr. Combs would face a maximum of 10 years in prison. The indictment alleges that in addition to Mrs. Ventura, Mr. Combs violated the act with respect to two other female victims whose identities have been concealed. Mr. Combs' lawyers have disputed the government's classifications of them as victims, asserting that they were his girlfriends. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? Do y'all think that Sean Diddy's case is basically based on racism? Do you think he's facing the Mann Act charges because of his race? Or do you actually think he's facing these charges because he committed the crimes they are accusing him of? So Jermaine said yes, he thinks Combs is facing the Mann Act charge because of his race. And why do you think that, Jermaine? And why you do that? Let me cough again. Hold on. Why do you think that, Jermaine? And like I said before, it is kind of odd how they just basically have him all over the news, but yet you do not see anything about some of these other people, these other celebs who have similar charges: racketeering, rape, sexual assault, the P word. But why do you feel like this is a public lynching? Let me go to what's the name real quick and tell you guys. Hold on. What time is it? Okay, I got to keep track of this time because I know what time I need to get off this computer. Let me see. What is that dude's name? Let's see. So yeah, he was the ex-CEO, right? So yeah, hold on. This man is, yeah, see, here you go right here. The former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO who is charged with ex-trafficking. Maybe they let him out though, because he does have Alzheimer's disease. And he did plead not guilty to 1 count of ex-trafficking and 15 counts of interstate P. Okay? That's Mike Jeffries, right? Hold on, let's see. So he was arrested in West Palm Beach, Florida in October on ex-trafficking and interstate P charges. He was released on a $10 million bond, with a judge ordering that he be confined to home detention with a GPS monitoring, and they prohibited him from traveling without the proper approval. He also had to surrender his passport. And of course, like I said before, he did plead not guilty. He's 80 years old too, okay? So they said a federal indictment alleged that Jeffries, his romantic partner Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson operated in international ex-trafficking and P business from 2008 to 2015. They said that what is his name, Jake? They said that, hold on, let me see his name. They said James was the recruiter, okay? They said this trio organized X events for Jeffries, Smith, and others in Italy, England, New York City, St. Bart's, Morocco, the Hamptons, and France. They allegedly employed and they did some type of fraudulent and deceptive tactics in connection with the recruitment, hiring, transportation, obtaining, maintaining, solicitation, and payment of the men to engage in commercial acts. They said the men who attended the events believed they could help their careers, or lead to modeling opportunities, and that not complying with requests for certain acts or events could harm their careers. They also said the youngest of the alleged victims was just 19 years old, and a lot of them were poor. Some used to work at the stores or model for the company. They also said during the events, the men had to surrender their wallets and cell phones and sign non-disclosure agreements. They also said that they recruited, allegedly, and paid some household staff to facilitate and supervise the X events. They also said the staff allegedly provided Jeffries and Smith and the men who attended with muscle relaxants, alcohol, prophylactics, Viagra, and lube, okay? According to the indictment, okay? I'm just telling y'all what it says. Also, they said that the staff was ordered to inject some of the men a prescription-grade erection-inducing substance for the purpose of causing the men to engage in X acts in which they were otherwise physically incapable of or unwilling to have, okay? And they said the men who attended were either paid by Jacobson or the staff. They said some of these men were paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash. They also accused the defendants of hiring a full-service security company to conduct background checks and intimidate any alleged victims who threatened to expose or sue them. So as you guys see, this is just one person that I talked about. Okay, it was other people I talked about as well. But the thing is, what Diddy's attorney can bring out is the fact that they're not talking about these people like they're talking about Diddy. They're not like going out on a hunt for these, they're not hunting these people like they're doing Diddy. Okay, point blank. You don't see these people names plastered everywhere all damn day. 50,000 lawsuits and things like that. Where are the lawsuits here, the civil lawsuits? If they did do it, we don't know anything about it because you don't see anything about it. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. And I know this dude is 80 years old and maybe he has Alzheimer and then dementia. But, look at all these crimes they are accusing him of. And he's out on bail, $10 million. So the thing is that I know they said that Diddy intimidated people and things like that. Okay? But I still say they could have let him out on bail. You know what I'm saying? And put the monitor on his ankle. They could have took all the computers out. Everything that he could use. Have someone outside his door. Make sure he does not leave his apartment. Can't be in a mansion or anywhere like that. Just a small apartment. So you can easily watch him and monitor him. No company. That's what I think they were talking about. Those are some of the things that they were saying that they could, possibly do if they let him out on bail. No going out of town nowhere, out of the USA country or whatever, unless it was for medical reasons or something like that. All of those privileges would have been cut off. So I don't understand why he couldn't have been out on bail or bond, whatever they call it. Because look at all this stuff this dude right here was indicted on. And this is him right here too. Let me just show y'all his picture. So again, his lawyer may have a point. You know what I'm saying? And if he does have evidence to prove that, his case, that those charges for what? I think it was X trafficking could be dismissed. Because it's not right. I mean, like I said, I know he's sick with late onset of Alzheimer's and dementia. But still, when you have a bunch of money, even if you do have stuff going on with you, if you have a way to do certain things, you can still do it and have people take care of you. Simple as that. That's why they got, that's why they did put an ankle monitor on him and took all the other necessary steps, because they already know that. And I just feel like they could have did the same thing with Sean Diddy Combs. You know what I'm saying? They could have did everything that his attorneys suggested for him to get out of jail until his trial. Point blank. No phone calls, no computer. You can watch TV as long as you can't do no cable or nothing on it. No, no smart TV. Okay, because on smart TVs you can hook up to the internet and things like that. They could have took all of that away and just gave him a regular TV where he could not do anything on it besides watch TV. No phone calls, no leaving unless he's going to the doctor, no visitors, not even his kids. If they do visit, then maybe a police officer or somebody like that could have been there. Maybe one that they hired, not Diddy team hired, but the people, the feds or whatever the case is. So they could have took all measurements like they do with all these other people that are facing similar charges or even more charges. Okay. They could have did, the same thing for him, And like I said, if his lawyer can prove this, then his stuff those charges or that charge for the ex-trafficking, it may be dismissed. I think they said ex-trafficking charge. I think that's the one they were talking about. Not all of his charges, but that one. Okay, so that's crazy. And you don't even hear Mike Jeffries that much. You don't hear anything about him. The last time that I seen something about him is December the 24th, 2024. Okay, and they were talking about his Alzheimer's and dementia. Point blank. And then the list goes on and on and on. It's a lot of people that have been charged or indicted, on charges and stuff, and they're not even incarcerated. Yeah, all of these articles right here are old. I don't see anything new. Anything new. And that's crazy. And it's not right. So I will keep you guys posted regarding that. He just did that on Tuesday, so we'll see, how that plays out and stuff. Knowing them, they probably won't even buy it, but it depends on how much evidence his lawyer has. Okay, let's see what else I got for Sean Combs. I'm going to try not to give y'all no bad news today with him. Maybe we'll save it for another day. I think we will. Okay, so let me give y'all a couple of breaking news. We're done with Sean Combs. Let's take this down real quick. And let me take this down right here. So in the chat, how many people think that Sean Diddy Combs is guilty? Well, I already know Jermaine said he don't think that he did everything. I honestly don't think he did everything, because I asked the question before we leave Sean Diddy Combs, I asked a question in my description of this video, and I said, all these civil lawsuits, all these damn charges, how did this dude find the time to do all this stuff? To rape all these women, to abuse all these women and men. How did he find the time to do all of these things? And I know some of these things span from 20, 30 years ago, but still, how did he find the time to do all of these things they accuse him of? Damn. So like I said before, I do believe some people, and I just don't believe some other people. I just don't. And as far as all these other charges, I don't know for sure. I just don't really know, But his lawyers are confident that Sean Diddy Combs is innocent. So I guess we will see. Okay, we will see. So let me just give you guys a couple of news articles, and then that's going to be it for tonight. Let me tell you about I may need to save this to Fuckery Friday. This is plain ridiculous. Anyway, I will tell you guys this. IRS they are expected to lay off 6,700 employees on Thursday. That's crazy. Okay, that is some crazy ass news, you guys. We need to hurry up too, because 2 hours and 30 minutes will be it with this live. Hold on, let me see. So they claim a person familiar with the matter said a restructuring that constrained the tax collecting agency resources during the critical tax filing season I think I read this one. Let me read it all the way back over. Okay, so they said the U.S. Internal Revenue Service will lay off about 6,700 employees on Thursday. A person familiar with the matter said a restructuring that constrained the tax collecting agency's resources during the critical tax filing season. So they said the workers that are being cut are probationary employees who have typically been at the agency for less than 1 to 2 years, and they have lesser protections than long-term workers. So anyway, the IRS has about 100,000 employees, okay? They said the reductions at the IRS come amid a broader slashing of personnel across the federal government at the directive of President Donald Trump and Elon Musk. And they are spearheading it, okay? That's crazy. So the IRS was ordered last week by the Office of Personnel Management, which oversees federal hiring, to dismiss all probationary employees. That is sad. They did say, but the IRS has taken a more careful approach than most other agencies due to concerns about squeezing resources with the April the 15th tax filing deadline just 2 months away. They said the IRS remains busy for weeks after the deadline, processing returns and refunds for taxpayers. So they will keep about 6,600 probationary employees, and they will be kept throughout the tax filing season. All right, and that's according to the person familiar with the matter. Okay, that's crazy. So they said some senior IRS executives remain concerned, however, about whether the agency will be able to process returns in a timely and efficient manner. Okay. Anyway, the IRS did not immediately respond to a request for comment. So when they do lay off these people, though, they said the layoff will impact a range of roles, including revenue agents, auditors, and IT specialists across the country, with workers in New York, California, Georgia, and Tennessee. That's crazy, you guys, laying off all these people. Somebody said Trump is cutting 6,700 now from the IRS, but more will be coming. Those who put Trump in office, I have a question for you. How you like him now? And then Sue, with her stupid ass, said she loved him now until she lose her fucking job. Okay. Okay, so I believe said love it. Get rid of them all and implement a flat tax, eliminate brackets, deductions, and loopholes. Okay. And after his term is over, if they don't get another Republican in there that be thinking like him, they'll have it right back. Right, 6,700, not 67,000. We see why. I don't even want to say what I was going to say. Okay, forget it. Somebody said a good portion still love him and what President Musk is doing. However, once it affects them directly through a cut in benefits, higher inflation, limited rights, or something else, they will change their tune or blame Obama. There's no reasoning with most Trump supporters. Let's see what else these weirdos are saying in this comment section. So somebody said Elon has said there would be mass unemployment and Trump on duty will have to figure out what welfare program will work for these unemployed people. Okay. Somebody said when this person said love it, get rid of them all and implement a flat tax. Okay, and blase. Another person came back and said the rich people will never go for that. Do you really think people like Trump and Musk will give up all their deductibles and loopholes? Think again. All they care about is lining their pockets more. Okay? And to the person who said love him now, somebody came back and said you won't say that come June or July. What's happening June or July? Somebody said that flat tax rate will be higher for the working class than for his billionaire friends, and I agree. Okay. Somebody said, love my president. Another commenter came back and said, good, because a lot of people hate him, and I am one of them. Your president, he's a piece of trash out to screw Americans for his own tainted agenda. Okay. And then another commenter said, only idiots or crazy people like him. Okay, then somebody said flat means flat. The same for everyone, whether your income is 10,000 or 10 million. You guys are some idiots to think they would do that. Okay, that's not even right. It's not even fair. Why in the hell would somebody that's making millions, $10 million pay the same flat tax rate as somebody just making 10,000? It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Okay, so this person nailed it. You are the very people that he used to get elected because of what it is in your heart. And that is called hatred of others who don't look like you. And another commenter said, all we all like him very much. He is cleaning house, the mess that Kamala and Biden left. And then there's somebody else wrote back and said, but what you don't realize is that he doesn't care about you either. And you shall soon see. Your hatred will be your own demise. It will come back to you. It's simple. Eventually, a lot of people will see. And you can count that on everything. You can definitely count that on everything. There's no way they're going to do a flat tax rate like that. That's just plainly ridiculous, okay? And even if it did slip through, once this little term is over and shit, and they get other people in office, even another Republican that don't necessarily think like him, they're going to change everything back. This is plainly ridiculous. One commenter said, this is the last one I will read for the night regarding this foolishness. She said, ha, ha, ha. A flat tax rate places unnecessary burden on low-income earners since they remain with less income to sustain their standards of living. On the other hand, high-income earners are left with a lot of money to spend that is disproportionate to the net income after taxes for low-income earners, much like they do now. Some billion-dollar companies and people making a lot of money, they write off everything. And they don't be paying as much taxes as somebody that may be middle income. Okay. I have met people who make a lot of money, right? And they say they don't pay anything. Or if they do pay taxes, it's very small because they write, especially somebody who have businesses and things like that. They write off everything. Okay. It definitely will. Poor people, it would destroy them too, because then there won't be no earned income credit or anything like that, and if it's a flat tax rate, they may not even be able to afford to pay it. I don't think it could even be possible. I just don't. So that's what our system is right now, and I think it'll stay like that. Okay, we got a dictator in office that's trying to do the most, but I don't think, he'll be able to do every single thing. Somebody said, love him now. And then somebody said, that's because you are stupid like he is and selfish as hell. The orange clown dementia will soon take him out because he won't know his name. Okay, well, he is old. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody said he is doing what the hardworking Americans voted him in office to do. Well, somebody else came back and said, no, he is not you. What? He said, no, he is not you effing fool. You F-U-C-K-I-N-G, fool. These are real Americans with jobs. Shame on you. I hope you lose your job. Bet you are one of those fake Christians. All right? They just need a tune-up. Okay, a tune-up, not changing it straight to flat tax or anything like that. Somebody said, believe what you want, but Trump received 8% of the black vote in 2016 and 13% in 2024. How do you explain the increase if he was catering to racists? I can explain it. Plain stupidity. All right. Don't even let me start talking about that. Okay. Just don't. We're going to leave that topic and let it stay back there. All right. So let's go ahead and get off of that. This is what he's implementing, laying off all these damn people and stuff. So they're going to lose their job. So what are they going to do when they're not working, when they're not doing this job any longer? Will they go and get unemployment or what? That's crazy. Okay, so then I have another story. That's going to be it for breaking news. Okay, we're going to get out of here. We got 5 more minutes. I hope I can find it. I got some news here that says something about they're trying to get $5,000. Oh, here it is right here. Okay. Now, I don't know how true this is, you guys, but it's here. Anyway, it says Musk could be sending all Americans $5,000 checks using Dodge savings. Okay, so Elon Musk said on X he would ask President Trump about a proposal for a Dodge dividend that would give taxpayers a refund check of $5,000 funded by the savings from his Department of Government Efficiency. Okay. So James Fishback, CEO of investment firm Azoria, and reportedly an outside advisor to Dodge, I guess that's how you pronounce that, pitched the idea of a tax refund check to be sent after the expiration of Dodge in July 2026, funded exclusively with a portion of the total savings delivered by Dodge on social media on Friday, and continue posting about it Tuesday, tagging Musk in a tweet about the proposal. So the proposal calls for 20% of Dodge targeted $2 trillion in savings to be returned to the 79 million tax-paying households, which Fishback said would result in about a $5,000 return per household. And then Musk responded to Fishback's proposal, saying he will check with the president. Okay, let's see. So that's just something they're trying to propose, I guess. So, okay, so we'll see if that actually comes to play. Okay, let's see. I'm just reading some of these comments, you guys. Hold on. Somebody said all the people who hate Trump and Musk should not get a dime. Somebody said you are not getting a dime either. Musk lies as much as Trump. When are you going to realize that? And then somebody else said F Trump and Musk. And then another commenter said that is how inflation started under Trump. And then they went on to say, yes, it did. Remember that settlement checks he gave to farmers because of his trade war, and then his tax cuts to the 1%, then the stimulus checks he wanted his signature on during CV-19. All that created the inflation MAGA blamed on Biden. All right. And then Robert said, I know I can use the $5,000 to buy some eggs. So do you guys think you're going to get $5,000 next year, 2026? Why not this year? 2026, once they finish with the Dodge program or whatever he just said. Do y'all think y'all going to be getting $5,000 for each taxpayer? So if you're not a taxpayer, you're not going to get $5,000. Okay? I'm pretty sure it's going to be some stipulations there. Okay? Just watch. It definitely will. I mean, that's crazy. How are you going to give everybody $5,000? For real. But yet you're complaining about money. And you're laying off people, you're firing people, you're doing so much. But you can afford to give every taxpayer $5,000. What are the qualifications? If somebody is a billionaire, but they pay a little taxes, why would they need $5,000? Or if they're a millionaire? So what are the stipulations? What are the requirements? What are the rules? And it probably won't happen. If you do get a check, a refund check, it probably won't be no $5,000. You know, they got to be a reality. You got to start looking at everything, the benefits, the pros and cons, the disadvantages, the advantages. You got to look at everything. But anyway, guys, we talked about a lot of stuff tonight, a lot of things. The Diddy thing, we talked about congratulations again to him and Rihanna. We talked about another plane crash. Dismissed. And we just went over a couple of breaking news articles. Okay, so we had a very good live tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to Jermaine. I can't talk right now, y'all, because I'm tired, but thank you to Jermaine for being here like always. Thank you to KMB for coming by, showing support like always. Thank you to We Are the Receipts. Thank you for being here, showing support. Nightbot always doing his job. This is AI right here. Thank you so much for allowing that to be possible. Let me stop so damn crazy. And thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this at the replay. And I will see you guys in my next live. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Y'all know I'm tired. I didn't even change this damn thing. Hold on, let me just change it real quick so y'all can know. There you go, y'all. Okay, and don't forget to share this live and leave a comment as well. Okay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what is tomorrow. Today it is what, Thursday. So I may try to do a live in the daytime. I don't know for sure yet and stuff. But I think I did one live already, so I do need to do another. I think did I do two already for this week, Jermaine? In the daytime, I only did one. I can't even remember. I'm so damn tired. So if I didn't do, I may try to do one in the morning before I leave. I'm trying to think what I got to do tomorrow, which is today. I may be able to do one and stuff. If so, I'll do it. Okay. Who? Cassie is pregnant? So Cassie is pregnant. Wow. So she using that money. So that, well, okay. Shit. She got plenty enough money. Shit. So Cassie is pregnant, y'all. Thanks, Jermaine, for that. Did you take it down, the message? You just said Cassie is pregnant, right? Let me look that up real quick before we leave, y'all. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. Let's see if she's pregnant. Oh, yeah, they are. She is expecting her third child with her husband. Okay. Congratulations, Cassie, to you and your husband. Okay. See, Sean Combs, you should have acted right with her. You could have been in that position. Yep, congratulations, girl, to you and your husband. And blessings with your pregnancy and birth. Third baby. This is her right here, I think. Let me see in this picture. Let me see what she looking like pregnant. They must be loading all these damn ads. I'm about to look at that later. But anyway, congratulations to them and blessings for them. All right. Thanks, Jermaine, for the information. Hey, Tony Vance, what's up? What's up? All right. Have a good night at work, Tony. All right. Anyway, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you, Jermaine and stuff. Y'all forgive these bloopers tonight. I got tired while I was doing this damn live all of a sudden. It's only 1 o'clock here, but I didn't get that much sleep last night. I got up really, really early this morning, like at 6 o'clock. I think I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I had just went to sleep at 2. So yes, I'm kind of tired. So I'll see you guys later on with another live. Don't forget to check out all my other videos, YouTube shorts, and my Country Wayne reaction videos, and my Dollar Tree hauls. All right. Good night, y'all. Good morning. And I'll see y'all in the next live. Peace out. And thanks to everybody in the bushes and everybody who watches us in the replay. Thanks, y'all. Now to get that, what the hell am I doing? Here it is, right? Y'all. Okay. Y'all, a sleepy person ain't no damn good. All right. And that's on everything. Okay, let me go ahead and turn this thing up. Good night, y'all. Peace out.